Hey folks, I'm DadRanger and today we are going to review my setup with the GoPro at Discovery Cove, Orlando's water park. Alright then, let's talk gear for Discovery Cove. So I had my GoPro 11 Hero and its pack case and extra batteries and bits of accessories. I got this last year as a present. I had specifically asked for the GoPro 11 because I liked the idea of having GPS. I'm sure the 12 and 13 are fine though, but I've got my GoPro 11. That's the main bulk of the main part of my gear. I've got the Floaty, which again goes around the GoPro brilliantly, nice and bright. I've got that so that if I have dropped it, it would float. I've also got the handler, which again, ideal for going in the water, keeps it floating. And then I've also got my, I think it's 1.2 meter extension cable and remote control. I'd read that in Discovery Cove, there's some deep areas, and I thought that would be quite good to get some up close footage, particularly the Grand Reef. So that's the gear I took, all from the I've got a GoPro subscription, so all from the GoPro website with its discount, and that was me ready to go at the Discovery Cove. I'm going to make a start of the GoPro Hero Black. So that on the heart full thing, this was fantastic in the water. The image quality was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was awesome. Really pleased with the results. One tip for all you out there, if you are going into water, I had a bit of habit to start with. It was the first time using it in water, so it was a bit of a pain. Initially, I was having a look back and my settings kept changing and the water dripping down the screen kept changing the settings. So I think I went from, full mode, which I wanted, to a widescreen mode, which I had less footage to, less screen to record. But by the end, or by later on that day, I worked out what was going on. So tip of the day, DadRanger, is we've got a lock screen there. So screen lock on. So that means that you can't, when water's dripping down, it's not changing any settings, it's not doing anything silly, and you've got to, unlock it, you got to change it. So that helped a lot. But you'll see in these footages, I started off at full screen and then went that. So that's one tip. But other than that, GoPro 11 was absolutely fantastic. Next item is the Floaty, and I got that from the GoPro site. So that easily fitted, easy to put on the GoPro 11. This was fantastic. Again, a really good buy, I thought, when going in the water. It meant you could really easily see your GoPro, particularly, not that I dropped it, but if you dropped it, you'd easily be able to spot it. And with the GoPro and the extension pole, when I did briefly try it, it appeared to keep it floating. So it worked very well with this, with this extension pole, even though this doesn't float. It was, yeah, an excellent buy, and yeah, I think worthwhile if you're going into any water to have that. Particularly if it's deep and you might struggle to find it and worried it might sink. So definitely recommend the Floaty. This really is probably the MVP if you're going into water, but it's the handler. So it's a floating handler, it's very light. With the GoPro on it, when I tested it, it floated, so it's very good. It was easy to use. I used it a lot in the windy river, and yeah, really good. I did, for most of the time, include this on the GoPro, just cover the dad paranoia. But this, because this does make it easy to see, but I think you could probably get away with not having this. While this you need. Yeah, you don't need them both together. So yeah, very good. Highly recommend for you any just Discovery Cove journeys. And finally, I packed my extension pole with remote control because I thought that would be really good, particularly in the deeper water, to get up close to the fish at the Grand Reef. This, again, was probably the more contentious one of the pieces that I took. So remote control, completely useless in the water. If the GoPro was in the water or the handler was in the water, or, the remote was in the water, didn't work. So don't need the remote control. All right, if you start it off with the remote control, then put your in, but it kind of lost purpose. But in terms of filming the water, the fish, the sea life, the extension pole was absolutely fantastic. Got some really good shots, but about halfway around my lap, I was politely asked to bring the extension pole in, and was told that the extension poles or any selfie sticks should be on their shortest moment. So you'll be able to see that in the clip, that the moment that I was asked to bring that in, well, I got away with it, had some great footage, but again, not allowed. Certainly the 1.2 meters not allowed at Discovery Cove. So I would say, dad tip, you do not need this. You don't need that. Don't need to take that. One observation about Discovery Cove that I had was I didn't see another GoPro in sight. I didn't see anyone with these GoPro selfie sticks. What I did see was a lot of people with their phones in the waterproof pouches. So they were around people's necks and they were trying to use it. I know my sons and my wife, that's how they were doing it, and they had real struggle, particularly on the Samsung, to do the start and stop of the filming. So they've got some really good videos out of it still, but it was a lot more fiddly. So I would recommend a GoPro, but it was a little bit odd. I didn't see anyone else with it. But yeah, just a thought. Finally, some dad tips if anyone that was wanting to go. Obviously, you need a GoPro. You definitely need this. I would definitely recommend that. If you drop your GoPro, this will save it. It will save it. I would recommend this. It's not as an essential, but I would recommend that. You cannot miss it. It helps it float. If you're using anything else, I would recommend it. You do not need it though. You could get away with just the handler. But if I was to go again, what I think I would try and take, and I did have it, and I kind of kicked myself. I had to kick myself all holiday not out using this as much. But the chest strap, I didn't take that because I thought, with a pair of shorts on, that would feel a bit, wet, rubbing against my skin. But they offer life vests. You have to wear buoyancy aid. So I don't know how it would be across the buoyancy in the Grand Reef. You've got to wear buoyancy aid in the Grand Reef. But I think with a life vest, you could probably could try that. So I'd probably take that and try it. Not an essential, but it would help me swim, maybe swim better with my family. But yeah, that's my main tips. And remember, lock your screen, because that played havoc to start with of my GoPro settings. So get that locked before it goes in the water. Okay, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Next time I will be reviewing my GoPro setup for the parks. I'll start off with Disney and then Universal. But a little sneak peek, Universals will be a really short video. But yeah, if you liked what you see, you want any tips, please comment on the bottom, any feedback. But yeah, we'll see you next time.